Today on Geeks at the Movies, we review the Arrow Season 4 premiere. Welcome back, Geek fans. Today we are talking about the Season 3 premiere of Arrow. We got the little guy right here. Jacob, set up the situation for us.
Alright, so if you've been watching this show for any amount of time, you probably know that we weren't fans of Season 3. We did not like that season. So I was a little bit more hopeful going into Season 4 just because I like to be an optimist. And then
I'm an optimist and a realist, Jake.
Maybe I should try to be more like you, I guess. But the season starts off with him in his new suburban life, just like we saw in the trailer. He's living with Felicity, not caring about what's going on, and now renamed Star City. We see how the team's working out. We got Diggle, we got his sister Speedy, and
Black Canary.
So they're all doing their own thing, and then you got Ollie and Felicity just living out their life in luxury. But what did you think about this episode?
That's what I did when they showed the first scene of action involving Diggle.
Yes.
That mask. Oh, it actually looks worse on the show.
Yeah.
Because it's just so astonishingly impractical.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you see? You can't see.
I know. I started yelling at the TV. I was like, what the I couldn't believe what I was seeing, honestly. But
the whole opening scene with the action is so removed from reality. First of all, it starts off with Speedy and Black Canary on a motorcycle, right behind, like 20 feet behind a tractor-trailer truck. They're trying to stop this robbery. They have machine guns, and they can't shoot them. They're like 20 feet away. It's like 3 or 4 guys, and she's dodging on with their machine guns. Black Canary doesn't even have a ranged weapon. She doesn't even have a ranged weapon. So she's just a sitting target for machine guns.
What she could have done was she could have used her thing and knocked them out, because she was right there.
Her canary cry. Yeah. So they don't do that. Instead they go with the, oh man, I'm dodging these bullets, right? And then she doesn't have a weapon, so she's just riding the bike. And then you have Speedy and Diggle. Diggle's got his just, regular hand pistol, and then Speedy is slowly, well, not so slowly, but it's ridiculous. They actually slow down the number of times the shots. As soon as they show her, or Diggle, or the other characters, the background sound effects for the machine guns, they cease, or they go to like once or twice every 3 or 4 seconds. But when they show them shooting, it's like a machine gun, right? Because if you kept hearing that machine gun, if you actually was in your mind at all times, you realize, this is so unrealistic. This is so beyond the bounds of anything I can buy. I can't buy it. So immediately I actually laughed watching that scene. I'm like, that's it. Yeah. They just gave up. They gave up. The plausibility angle they just gave up on.
And with Diggle's helmet, you can say, at least now they have his head protected, but you can't see anything. And what about the rest of his body?
More of his neck.
Yeah.
Like you look at a motorcycle's helmet, it's like a professional motorcycle racers. The neck it covers all the way down to the neck. I mean, and they had the suit.
Yeah.
No. Why bother?
Yeah.
And then watching Speedy in action, Oliver's sister, Jacob.
Yeah.
I can't buy it. Has she ever done an action scene? It's just not convincing at all. Yeah. Not convincing, the fight scenes with her. It's like, oh, look at the guy in the background waiting. Oh, it's his turn to get kicked.
Do you prefer her or Roy? Because I honestly don't know.
See, Roy had a lot of other problems because he did all these ridiculous backflips that never made any sense and made me laugh. Like there was a scene like in season 2 where the person he's trying to target is right ahead of him, but he actually does a side jump onto a car and then a spin off the car. It's like, what?
And then he immediately just gets shot.
Yeah. Right.
But
so that was my first impression of Jake was they said, you know what, making this realistic, making this plausible, whatever.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's no. I always complain about the fight scenes, and I think they've gotten progressively worse. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
My biggest complaint with this episode was what I feared they would do, and Ollie just goes right back to being there right after they ask him one time.
Yep.
And that's what, because I thought, maybe they could retcon a little bit, with this big, massive pile of mistakes that they made in the season 3 finale. So, I don't know. I was a little bit disappointed with that because literally he's living his life. You can see like he's kind of bored, like interacting with these other people, and then you learn that Felicity was just working with them the whole time, like in secret.
Which apparently he actually didn't know.
Yeah.
Like he actually had to discover that. Like really,
Yeah.
You're living with her. You didn't figure out. He apparently had no idea what was happening. I thought you guys could handle this. I mean, not only did I not like that fact that he was in this domestic lifestyle that we knew wasn't going to be the case. He immediately was going to go back. That's what I thought I knew, and that's what happened. What I was more bothered by is they did the same stupid thing that I see on a lot of superhero shows where it's like, I got this, I don't need help.
Yeah.
Over and over again, Oliver's team has continuously fallen apart, going, oh, screw you guys, I'm going home, to coming together. It's just over and over again. The same storyline repeats over. It's astonishing how many times they've done the same storyline.
Yeah, and then they're going to do the same overall storyline with the villain again.
Yeah.
Him targeting the city.
Yeah.
And the city being in danger again. But honestly, wow. I didn't think this episode was horrible, but it definitely wasn't a season 3 quality, but it wasn't season 1 or 2 quality either. I thought it was in between, but I actually liked Damien Dark. I actually liked that character, and I like that actor too. He was in Band of Brothers and other things I've seen, but I actually liked him in that role, and I liked that character as well. And he definitely was a little cheesy at times, but I like that they're introducing this new magical element. I think that's pretty interesting because we know John Constantine is going to be in a future episode, and he deals with the dark arts and things like that. So we're going to see that expanded more. And another thing, though, how Thea Speedy, you know how in season 3 she got resurrected in the pit, and then they were saying like, oh, like the people aren't the same when they come out of the pit, and then like she was like evil for like 1 second, and then they just now they're kind of like reintroducing that, but it's like it's been too long. Like, what's even the point now? Because I know,
and I didn't even get what they were talking about.
Yeah,
I didn't notice the fight scenes are just so bad. Everything is just all like whatever. I didn't even notice like her extra brutality or her extra whatever nonsense they were talking about. It to me it actually was like another repeat of the Lazarus Pit where they talk about it but it doesn't actually occur.
Yeah.
So again, they're talking about it right now. And to me, it's just like the normal back and forth they always talk about. There's nothing special about it.
And eventually, it's going to come about again because they're going to resurrect Sarah.
Yeah.
With the Lazarus Pit. We've seen that in the Legend of Tomorrow trailer. So overall, I didn't hate this episode. I just hope it gets better the season gets better as it goes on instead of getting worse as it goes on, like season 3 did. So I'm gonna remain more optimistic, but be realistic, like and just hope that they do something to.
The show's garbage.
It is. It's become a pile of trash.
I want to say though, like you, actually, maybe slightly different span. I actually still enjoyed watching this episode.
Yeah.
That's because I like this kind of stuff. Again, personal taste. There's so many ridiculously things that are happening that I don't like, but there's still some stuff I like. I still kind of like the superhero team-up aspect. Even though it's all ridiculous, they don't even work well together, right? There's still aspects of Damien Dark. I actually did kind of like him. Like, oh, he has superpowers, cool. Yeah. That's because I like this kind of stuff. Yeah. But it doesn't excuse all the shitty things they do. Yeah. It doesn't excuse that.
And they're
not going to get new viewers that don't like comic books. If you're not into comic books, you'd be like, I don't care about this.
Yeah. Another complaint I had: how is Felicity now a CEO owner, like the owner of this multi-billion-dollar company? Like, was that in his will? Ray Palmer's will? Like,
that was bizarre.
And I actually didn't.
It wouldn't even matter if it wasn't his will. I mean, it's completely. It makes sense.
Yeah. But they also they're introducing some things that I think are going to play out. It's a major role. I'm interested to see how those are going to play out, but I don't know if how well they're going to be handled. Like Sarah coming back to life, and the detective Lance working with Damien Dark, like that was actually pretty interesting to see. Like he's working with this guy, but then he's just gonna like betray him, and so we know how that's gonna turn out.
Right, obviously.
But I am gonna remain hopeful for the rest of season 4, and we'll see how it goes. I just don't really know. I couldn't really get that much of a feel just from the first episode, just because it was just so mediocre.
If you had to give it a rating, what would you give it?
I give it a positive rating, like 6 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 stars, folks. Anything else you want to say about the Arrow?
Just I hope it really gets better. Just the viewers, if you're watching the creators are watching the show, which you're not, just listen to us and give the fans what they want, which isn't what you showed in season 4 so far.
All right, then. This has been Geeks at the Movies. We'll talk to you later.